Since I was little, I can experience some incredible things. So, I often see strange things. Sometimes I go to a strange place. You will encounter some scary strange things. This was when I was traveling after graduating from elementary school. What happened? It happened in Yunlin. That day was the first day of the graduation trip. We arrived at the hotel in the evening. Because there were a lot of people at the time. There are many people waiting in the elevator. So the teacher told us, living on the lower floor, divide into 2 pairs and take the stairs up. Students who live on the upper floors take the elevator up. Because I live on the lower floor, so I took the stairs up. At that time, the teacher stipulated, go upstairs one by one. Wait for the classmates in front to walk a distance before going up. When it's my turn to go upstairs, I just walked up the stairs alone. When you reach the corner of the stairs on a certain floor, I took a break. However, just when I was halfway through my break, the light flashed suddenly. I thought, maybe it's just poor contact. But what followed was, suddenly there was the sound of a bell under the stairs. I thought the bell sounded. It might be an ornament hanging from a classmate's luggage. Want to say, maybe the classmates behind came up. So I hurriedly dragged my luggage upstairs. Avoid getting in the way of classmates behind. But I felt it not long after I left. The sound of bells coming from below is getting closer and closer. And it's getting louder and louder. That classmate. The speed of coming up is too fast, right? I feel a little weird. So I looked down the stairs. As a result, I looked at it. I saw a pale and abnormal little hand, lying on the handrail of the stairs. He is constantly, go upstairs. I understand that it is probably something strange. So I crawled up quickly in fear. But that guy seems to know that I saw him. Because I heard him. Started yelling at me constantly, sister. Weird shouts. Accompanied by the sound of bells. Plus the echo from the stairwell. The whole atmosphere became disgusting. I'm scared. Also uneasy in my heart. However, as the sound gets closer and closer, I understand. No matter how fast I am, I still can't beat him when I go upstairs. So, I plan to simply climb to the nearest floor. If you meet someone, a little more people are not afraid anymore. But the weird thing is, every floor I passed halfway, it's completely dark. A corridor with no lights. See this situation? I feel super dangerous. The whole person is almost scared to death. I dare not enter any floor. Can only continue to climb up. Finally, I finally saw that there is a light on one of the floors upstairs. So, I quickly climbed up. Just when I was about to get there, I'm a little too anxious. I fell down accidentally, then my luggage. It's like falling rocks. Rolled down the stairs. At that time, that guy's shouts and bells. Still getting closer. So I decisively gave up my luggage directly. Then with a bang, rushed to the lighted floor. And just as I was running up, I feel that guy. It's almost behind me. He called my sister right behind me. That voice is so close to me. My uneasy emotions. The whole thing is about to explode. My heart is about to jump out. Finally I ran to the floor with the lights on. Then immediately rushed into the corridor. After I rushed into the bright floor, That guy's voice and the sound of bells disappeared in an instant. After the sound disappears, I'm curious and scared. Slowly turned his head and looked down the stairs. So close. Didn't see anything strange. That guy left. Later, after I calmed down a little bit, it should feel safe. I dare to go downstairs slowly to pick up my luggage. After that, I heard the voices of several classmates going upstairs one after another. I just hurriedly took my luggage. Go to the room you checked in. When I entered the room, my roommate and classmate are already in the room. He looked at me badly. Just asked me what's wrong. I told him what happened just now. After listening, he said, "Maybe I heard it wrong. It's just an illusion." Later, the teacher notified all the students. After putting the luggage away, meet in the lobby downstairs. After the two of us put away our luggage, just leave the room and take the stairs down to the hall. But when we went downstairs, passing by our side, it's a few other class students who climbed upstairs with their luggage. I overheard them talking and saying, "Did you hear a bell in the stairwell just now? I just heard someone called my brother." After I heard their conversation, I think of what happened just now. The whole person has goosebumps. Turns out that's not an illusion. Later, I told my roommate what I just heard. He just started to feel a little weird. After that night, neither of us can sleep in the room, because both of us are scared. Until the early hours of the morning, we still haven't fallen asleep. So we started chatting. Just when the two of us were halfway through chatting, suddenly I heard a knock on the door. I thought it might be a teacher or classmate. So I didn't think a lot, get up right away and walk to the door. Can be seen from the cat's eyes. Confirm who it is. As a result, I can see there is no one outside the door. I want to say, could it be a boring classmate in another room in a prank? But just as I walked to the bed, immediately I heard the sound of knocking on the door again. My roommate is actually scared. But I think it's just that someone is playing a prank. Those boring people must have heard my footsteps when I walked to the door. Just hid, in order not to let pranksters found out I walked to the door. So I want to say, look directly through the door. See if anyone's feet are over there. Therefore, I got down on the ground right away. Then look out from under the door. As a result, I saw it's empty outside the door. Just when I thought the other party may have finished the trouble and ran away at the same time, the knock on the door immediately sounded again. I just looked at the door like this. There was no one outside. The knock on the door kept ringing. I got up quickly, ran to the door and saw it through the cat's eyes. The door is also empty. Then I immediately opened the door, run to the hallway to check. There is no one in the corridor. This situation makes me whole hair. So I quickly closed the door. Then my roommate and I just nest together. I didn't fall asleep with peace of mind until it was almost dawn. Later I heard other classmates say, some classmates last night, it seems to have experienced weird things too. My experience that time. Maybe someone would think it's just my illusion. But I still believe that restaurant is a little weird.